What a game. I was literally just waiting for you so that I can start. Honestly. I'm like, alright, we have time. Let's just get into this. Alright, we'll do that, and then we'll post our links out. I'm not gonna get this on Twitter. Also, holy shit, this is loud. My bad, G. Yeah, let's not do Max. Alright. Everything else is pretty much how I want. Well, you can also be the test dummy for that because I always have it maxed out. Alright, we're going to copy the link, and we have one more place I want to post it. Alright, anyways, I think we're pretty much ready to go. New game. There's gonna be a lot more reading in this one, and this is probably the worst game to do it because I have a sore throat now, but I'm gonna get water and during one of these cutscenes, but just so you know, just so you all know, okay? I was like 1 o'clock in the morning, the Sharpwood Police Department received an anonymous call. The source said he knew where we could find the headquarters of the Neckties, gang of drug traffickers that recently arrived in town. Anonymous information is rarely reliable, but for Sheriff Wells, shutting down the Neckties was the department's primary goal, so he immediately went to the address indicated along with 2 other officers for backup. Adam is officially Dave, my boy. Dave. Also, yeah, just tutorial stuff. I'm not gonna like bother explaining all this. You'll see in my gameplay what I have to do. I'll like leave it on for like a second. Kinda drunk. Welcome in, Dave. Welcome in. I wish I could join you, but I have work tomorrow in the morning. From the baseball game today, I do not blame you. Oh shit! Wait, you won baseball game? Also, yeah, a lot of this is just TLDR stuff, like not even like that worth it. I gotta get to the cutscene so I'm not destroying my voice. Get on the ground. At a party room. We're gonna go over here. So yeah, sorry. Let me make sure all my messages are on. There you go. Oh yeah, no. Then you either get drunk or you figure out or you just suffer. Like that's literally like the two options you have. I rather just get drunk, have some nice cold beers, and I'd be chill. That's probably also why in the Legion they have like margaritas and stuff like that. Pepper spray. There's also like brand new mechanics in this police too. There's a lot of new mechanics actually. Just thinking about that now. All right, on the ground. Then this police one. Got a cupcake and some chips. Nice, nice. Well, yeah. Okay. So obviously, spoilers if you don't want to listen. Like skip ahead or whatever. But there's only a few times in this game where you have these missions, where you have to do like a tactical breach, basically, or like anything tactical. Most of the calls are very similar, but now they have skills that correlate to that instead of just straight up professionalism. Thank you for being that. After what I dealt with today. Yeah, we were talking about that a bit. That was fun. Also, I love Dave as a mod because right when I see it's like, oh shit, I should approve that message, or like I have to check out this message. Dave is just like, yeah, I got you, bud. Even when he's intoxicated, he got me. Well, that's also a new mechanic. You can shoot them anywhere. Legs, they can't move, but they can still shoot. They can still call for help. You shoot them in the hand. They can still call for help. And they can run and try to avoid stuff, but they can't shoot you with their hand. Also, there's different ways of breaching. You can either do quiet like that or breach like that. It was more fun with that. Real. So real. Always give it the go. I know how to do. Hey, as long as it's someone not like promoting their own thing, like I had a couple weeks back where one guy literally came in and was like, "Yo, this guy is like 50 people away from getting that. Go follow him on YouTube." I'm like, I need the clout more than you do, buddy. Get the fuck out of my chat, bro. Get the fuck out of my chat.
But today I wasn't so lucky. I mean,
oh yeah, let me know about audio, by the way, guys.
Funeral, was it? Oh,
if it's too much or too little.
Up. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
I had
like
a teacher, Mrs. Dawson. I haven't seen her since the 3rd grade. Figured she'd moved or died. I mean, it's not easy to lose track of someone in this town, right? And today I'm looking at her in the crowd, all alive and healthy. Imagine, right? And the crowd was huge. It wasn't even a crowd, more like a whole river of people. I mean, you look at all of them and you can't even see the end. All the roads were blocked. Just thinking. It's weird. There's this dead guy who's making it so an alive guy can't get his groceries on time, right? I mean, I just wanted to say,
Well, no, I'm not even worried about, like, you banning people,
I really
honestly.
respect Sheriff Wells. He died a hero, right? Ask anyone. Everybody says he's a hero. But
yeah, like, it's fine.
I'm
like, I'll let you know when it's like, okay, like, you know it's serious. Like,
Nobody
we both know
wants
it's
to
serious.
lose a
Like,
job
too much. Like,
it's not easy
we
to
know
find a
if
new
someone
job
needs to be
in Sharpwood,
banned.
right?
Also,
So,
yeah, back to your
the money's
thing,
right there in
like,
front of your
yeah,
nose.
like, no, because I'm not going to follow
Don't bother
someone
with the
I'm not
change.
going to watch. You're not going to follow someone. You're not going to follow someone who just
Mr.
pops
Nash,
into another person's chat and is
thank
like, yo, check out this guy. I'm like,
just wanted to
you
say
just got
that
in here to
you don't
promote
need to call
someone
Mr.
else.
Summers.
Because it wasn't
I mean,
even them, it was someone
You'll
else.
be yelling at me either way.
And it pissed me off.
I deserve it, right? I'm just... Oh, by the way, those cigars you asked about? Caesars, right? Mr. Summers said we normally don't have them in stock, but we can order them. Maybe it'll take a couple of weeks or so, but what's a couple of weeks when it's a quality product, right? I remember one day I was looking...
Forget it. I don't know how long I'll be staying.
Oh, I hope. I mean, I hope that you won't be leaving too soon. You're like our best customer. Or at least one of our best customers, am I right? I know there's a lot of stuff going on. Lots of folks are leaving. Even Pale Charlie left, and he's even older than you. He's 90 or something. Maybe even 100. I mean, I'm sure you'll find yourself a decent job, right? I mean, have a good day, Mr. Nash.
This is the police too. I hope the audio was okay, because on my end it was very kind of choppy.
Hey, Lily.
I hope I get
So
better.
we're getting rid of this thing
Oh, this is so
tomorrow?
much smoother. Okay, yeah, we're good.
What? We do what?
That drawing thing in the hall. We're taking it down tomorrow? I already called Uncle Dimitri. He'll cart it off for us. Might even get a couple of bucks for it.
Whoa. First, it's not a drawing. It's a tapestry, okay? A beautiful work of art. You didn't notice, did you? Second, it's hanging there for a reason. And third, and most important, we're...
Oh, you mean that drawing in the hall? Great. I'll get a hanger tomorrow so we can put the TV up there. And maybe a VCR, too. What do you think?
Jesse, we are not taking down the tapestry.
TV? That's not a bad idea. Sure, but I was thinking, well, I thought we could put a snack machine here. I'm tired of having to drive 20 minutes over to Bad Ears gas station for smoked cheese in the middle of work. Like I've got nothing better to do, right? As if I,
You see how much space that giant thing takes up? We can put a TV up, an arcade game, probably even a pinball machine. Speaking of which, my son moved in
I do
with
not
his
miss
wife and dairy,
VCRs. I
so
don't
he got
either.
an extra VCR. Only thing is, he took all his videotapes with him. So we can't...
Oh, no.
I'm also
tapes
gonna
are no
follow suit
problem.
with this game
I
because
got
there
lots
is
of tapes.
part of it
Plus, if we
where
tell the guys that everyone's
they're
been
like,
in a couple movies, then
we found the
Look,
VCR
we
in
just
this
need you
one
to-
like raid
What
or
kind of
whatever.
movies you
Can we
got?
use it
All
for the police
sorts.
station? We
Bloody
promise we'll
Shirt,
be okay
Bloody
with it.
Shirt
I'm just
2,
not gonna bother.
Bloody Shirt 3, Bloody Shirt 4, Hard Boiled
Because people
Women,
either don't
Demons
show up
on
or they're
Fifth
like
Avenue.
dog
And you've
tired
got that
from
movie
the
where
night
this
before, like
pilot is
just
flying around
watching
the
the
earth, but he's
VCR.
running out of fuel over the ocean, so he makes a deal with Satan, and Satan sends him to
Oh,
fight
you're
an
a
army
racist,
of
Adam, yeah.
skeletons and a skeleton general.
And what?
You can't
You
fuck
won
with
at
him.
being
Yeah,
a
that's
race
the
car
wind
driver.
blows
Oh,
into hell.
okay.
One of my favorites. Goes without saying, that's every man's favorite movie. Am I right or am I right?
I forgot how slow
When
the
I
beginning
saw
is.
him at the
Jesus.
end, when the girl throws the sword into the fire, my heart jumped out of my chest. Benny
how's
almost
everyone's
needed to
day
call the
going?
ambulance. I swear to God.
You need to take
I'm getting more
better
water.
care of yourself,
I'm
man.
losing
I've
my
also
brain
got this
cells
movie.
listening to
It's
this.
actually a cartoon, but it's for adults, This guy gets the ability to undress people with his mind. So he goes into work, and he works in a bank, and his boss is a real bitch. But the bitch has some great boobs, and she calls him over to her.
Tomorrow. We'll just discuss it tomorrow.
And she says there's some problem with this quarterly report. Some kind of paper got filed in wrong, and he asked, like you sure?
What the hell, Gail? Sit down and get ready to type. We agreed.
Lily, we'll finish that damn letter of yours tomorrow. And if we're lucky, we'll even...
Gail, take off your stupid hat and get back to your desk. I'm the sheriff,
I
and
know
you'll
it's
do what
Tuesday,
I
but
say.
how's everyone's
I'm the sheriff.
weekend?
Lily, you do know. You don't have to be such a
Does
bitch,
someone like
right?
interrupt him too and was like, "It's effing Tuesday, bro. Like, what do you
Bad Ears
what do
gas
you
station
mean?"
closes in half an hour. So if we don't
And
finish
then
this
it's like,
stupid letter
"Oh,
in the next
I
10
know
minutes,
it's Tuesday.
I'll be
I
in
know
space
this is
until
an
morning.
issue."
And if that happens, I'll be coming into work in a bad mood tomorrow. And if I come in,
But
to
now
work
this
in a
context
bad
works.
mood,
Now
I-
how's everyone's
Shut
weekend?
up.
Because it's Saturday,
And type.
and for some
Okay,
people, it's going to
okay.
be Sunday in a little bit.
I'm ready. And for God's sake, let's stop taking half an hour on every sentence, okay?
First, read what you've got so far.
Of course, we won't be able to pay you serious money. It's like we won't be able to pay you anything at all. But I hope that you feel the same as me, that the safety of our native town of Sharpwood is a question of duty and honor, and not of material gain.
No, not just the last sentence. Read everything from the beginning.
Lily, come on.
Read it from the top.
Dear Captain Carter, I imagine you've already heard
Oh,
the
he's
sad
taking the
news
piss.
that it's
I love
prompted me
it.
to write you. I'll be frank. This letter you're holding is a plea for help. The police department of Sharpwood
All right.
was deprived.
That's enough. I can't take it anymore. We'll just pick up where we left off.
Do you think Captain Carter will even read this?
Lily, let's just finish it. And then...
They got him. The guy from the flower shop, remember? He's one of the neckties. We're sure this time.
Where are they taking him? Are they bringing him here?
They already did. He's here.
Did he have the goods on him? Has he said anything? What does he know?
Well, you want to find out, or you're just going to sit there?
What happened to him?
Well, as far as I understand, he had a hard time getting into the car.
Right. Didn't like getting out of the car either. And he really didn't like the stairs. And when we handcuffed him, wow, that was no fun at all. And then when he sat down on a chair, he accidentally...
Cut the shit, Charlie.
What? The sheriff asked a direct question, and I'm trying...
Get out! All of you!
Lily, I think it'd be best if you just...
What's the problem, Gail? Isn't it best if the sheriff interrogates important suspects? Isn't it great when the commander takes a personal interest in the work? Don't you think?
Okay, guys, you hear that? Let's get out of here.
I think I've tried like every single combination of this interrogation, and I can just never break them. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it how I think it's best, but he's just not gonna cooperate, like, at all, no matter what I do. You don't sit down for the interrogation. I feel like you have to keep standing up so you can still have a place of like, yeah, I'm bigger, I'm here right now. So he's not talking. Okay, so he came in, he didn't have any of the drugs on him though. What do you know about it? Wally's a savage. I didn't want to read that out, but Wally's a savage.
You could at least hide the suitcase.
What? Oh, this? It's just...
Charlie, shut your trap and get ready to question the suspect. Lily, I just want to...
You do understand, Gail, that this will soon be over.
All of this. You understand that, right?
I know, Lily. I know.
I need to finish writing that letter to Captain Carter.
Hello, my name is Bogdan. Are you satisfied with your water supply system? I bet you're not. I am here to solve your problem.
I think only a few of these cutscenes actually use
It's
this
not
kind of
so
audio.
nice to run to the
Or like this
toilet
kind of
outside
scene.
in the cold.
I prefer the comments. I feel like the audio is a lot
Especially
better
at
there.
our age. You go once, you go twice, and by then you've
I feel like it's
already frozen
peaking
your
at
butt
certain
off.
levels for
And
me
it's
at least.
lucky it's the
I'm gonna
only
lower
thing
my own
you've
volume,
frozen
see if that
off.
works.
Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. And you know what I'm talking about too, don't you?
No, I still have some electronic in it.
Listen, this isn't my house. I'm just renting it.
All the better. So the homeowner will
Alright.
pay for
He's gonna
everything.
talk. He's gonna
while you will
over-explain and yap.
enjoy the
I'm gonna
new
get some.
toilet in warmth and comfort.
Are you selling toilets? You sell toilets at night?
Don't be silly. We'll replace your whole water system. A new toilet in the house is, well, it's the cherry on the cake. You're right. I'm here a little after hours. Mr. Well, you see, our farm is just taking its first steps in this business, so I can only visit my customers after I'm done with my day job. But a toilet inside your house is doubly good at night, right? Do understand your needs, sir. I myself had to run to the toilet outside for 20 years every night. But when I finally got a toilet inside my house,
Please go. Just go. I want you to leave.
I know what you're thinking. You think that in such a small house there's simply no room for a toilet. But I assure
Oh wait,
you,
hi
if
there.
you
Say
just
hi,
allow
chat. I
me
can't
to
hear.
come in for a
Leave
moment,
right now. I'm asking you to
Also looking
leave.
to run
I
part-time
just
in the
want
top
to
series
save
for that
both
league.
of
I
us
won
some
in. Alright.
time, that's all. I know that you change your mind. The
You
next
scared
time
him off,
you need
Adam.
to go in the middle of the night, you'll remember me and think, damn, that guy
Hope he
was
liked
right.
it off at least.
A toilet in
before
the
he
house is what every adult
I
man
knew
needs.
he has stuff in
So
La
why
Mañana.
don't
I've
we...
asked you to leave. You need to leave. Now.
Also, Adam, you
Leave.
forgot about
Alright,
Jeffrey.
alright. But
I know we're
bet
letting the
you
meme
won't
die,
last a
but
week
he's
before
also
you
Jeffrey.
change your mind. I'm telling you right now.
You forgot about that
won't
one.
last a week.
He's already gone, Adam. What do you mean? He already left. There's nothing you can do to change that. Yeah. I'm so upset that... I'm sad that we can't bring Jeffrey into this, and there's no one that, like, generally looks like Greg, though. Like, no one looks like Maniac in this game. It's kind of sad. There's guys with, like, some pretty good beards, but they don't have the red hair like Maniac does. Oh boy, I got reading. Okay, if I lose my voice, I'm sorry, guys. Dear Dylan, Oliver, and Edgar, his sons, I'd give anything to be sitting with you on the porch of our old house, smoking a cigar, talking, and passing the day. I know you have a lot of questions for me. A lot of unpleasant questions. It's not hard to hear them in my head, but it won't be so easy to find the right answers. One second, let me pull my tea out, and let me start getting ready on that. Let it seep. Sorry, I was getting my tea. I was getting the tea ready to seep. Alright, anyways. Is it true what they're saying about you? My karma was wanting to take care of myself and my family. Sorry it took me that long. I can, like, this doesn't matter. Like, all this stuff won't matter, but I want to do a certain way. Why did you flee from Freeburg? That top part is complete BS. I ran because I didn't want to be killed in prison. I know so much about every influential scoundrel in the city that they would never let me live to see my day in court. Why did Mom really leave? As much as I want to say this is the one. Sally, your grandmother once told me that I'm too old, I don't have any energy, and that's why that's why Laura left. I didn't really understand what she meant at the time, but now it seems to me she hit the nail on the head. Did you have an affair on the side too? Why would you ask your dad that? See, this is true, but this one makes more sense to me, because we never really, like, had that with her. It was her mother who had the affair. Everything that happened to me later was just an amusement, a naive love fantasy that never became a reality. In any case, it's over. My amusement wants to put me in jail. Why did you get in bed with the Mafia? No, this makes no sense. It's this one. I didn't go to them. They left me no choice. When they threaten to hang your children's head from a chandelier, you'll do exactly what they ask of you. No hesitation, No questions. Because they literally threatened us with that, so. Did you kill people? I have. I didn't kill anyone with my own two hands, but I gave orders that led to some deaths. Sometimes these were bad people, sometimes not so much. It's up to you whether you think that makes me a killer. How is your health? Both of these like make the most sense to me. I feel like I wish I could add both. This one makes sense. Feel good despite partying with your mother, fleeing from the feds, and surviving 2 comas. One thing I know for sure, I won't survive a third. Why didn't you just retire? This one makes sense, but this one is more like the in-depth of like why. Well, because I had nothing else to do. All I had left was an empty house, a dirty barn. What was I gonna do? Farming? All my tools rested a long time ago. After a week of retirement like that, I would've, yeah. I'm not saying that last part for YouTube, because YouTube might get mad at me. What are you afraid of? This is the one that I think he is actually the most afraid of, but this, again, just, I'm doing the ones that make most sense to me. I'm afraid that I won't have a chance to clear my name or even explain myself before the law, before Freeburg, and most importantly, before you. You deserve an explanation the most. That's why I'm writing this letter. What are you planning to do next? These are both basically the same. I can't tell you, it's not that I don't trust you. It's just that even I don't know what I'll have to decide 10 seconds from now.
We could hardly shut the guy up. He wasn't so tough. I didn't even get to the Phase 3. Phase 3 is where
We don't have a lot of time. They're moving their headquarters, but we should be able to nab most of them if we hurry. It's north of here, the old summer camp. But they never
What I missed was dealing with something.
So
our boy Jack, he was literally like,
most of the time these places
just writing out a letter to his 3 sons that he has, is like, explaining why he left Freeburg, about his wife, about if he had any affairs after he divorced from his wife.
Mr. Blaine's converted it into a house, and now he rents it out for almost nothing. 2 weeks ago, an old man
like why he
moved in,
didn't just retire, and he was like,
there's
well, you know, it's like, this is all I know what to do.
kilograms of
I only know how to
I'm
manage a
starting to
police,
think
like as a
that
police
guy
chief.
is leading us around by the nose. I bet there's 4 or 5 armed guards at the house. But you said it's a small place, right? Well, I bet there's 2 at least. I don't believe they just left the stuff under some old man's floorboards. Even if there is an old man living there, I bet he's in on it. Hey, maybe old man is just a nickname. What do you think? I bet he's a right cutthroat.
And now they're gonna raid me because the guy that previously
go check it
was
out.
in the
Take 2 cars in case it's not
was
just
in the
an old man living
interrogation.
in the
He
house.
finally
Whatever you
confessed
find there,
and
bring
said
them in.
that there was some
And
at
don't forget
where
about the
Jack
heroin.
Boyd was gonna be. Basically,
Rest of you will come with me to storm their headquarters. Sound good to you, Lily?
Oh, and this is how the system works now. Oh, there's gonna be so much reading. I hope this tea gets ready. There's a sequel? Of course there's a sequel, brother. Of course there is. For City Tavern, the Neckties are hiding a large batch of heroin in a house on the outskirts. Currently, the house is being rented by some old man. He's probably working with the ties and watching the goods. Fletcher and Bellow. And then just like that. Sorry, I'm just vibing to the music.
Sharpwood Sheriff's Department. No. Look at
One
this.
sec, Mr. Gabriel. I'm checking right now.
No, well, just look, Corey. You couldn't find anyone better to watch the goods? Oh, they just didn't bother. Or are we missing something? What do you think, Corey? Think we're missing something? Huh? Is there some kind of special meaning to the fact that we've got drunk,
Literally
dirty
everywhere. I'd be
grandpa
so
here
real. It's
sitting in the
even on
shack
Switch.
watching the goods?
Switch, PS4,
Maybe we need to
Xbox
crack
One.
the code here, huh?
Well, any
Even
ideas
PC has it.
where they hid the
I
powder?
think it's also
How
on
about
Steam.
you look around while I... while I interrogate the suspect, huh?
Oh yeah, and this place too is also is all that
You.
plus iOS.
What's your name, old man?
Boy.
What did you say, old man? You need to answer nice and clear when a police officer speaks to you.
My name is Nash. Warren Nash.
I'll tell you something, Warren Nash. 15 years on the force. I've seen all sorts of dirty shits. This town isn't exactly upscale, in case you haven't noticed. I've caught thieves, caught rapists, murderers, and drug traffickers. All part of the job, you know? I'm doing my job. Nice and easy, like a professional. But here you are.
I mean, Gabriel, you also don't have the context.
You don't make
You
it
also
easy.
don't have the context for
to
this
be
right
easy.
now. That's why.
Filth like you drives me up the wall. With
They're
scum
completely
like you, I
convinced that
can't-
this guy is
I-
like working with
I
the
just can't
local
keep
gang
up
that's
the
in the
cold-blooded
town.
professional
Has
attitude.
all the drugs and
I
all that.
just
Like
can't.
he's one of the
You know
one
why,
of, like, the
Warren?
main guys for
Because-
the gang. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Warren. I'll be just a second, all right?
Shit, Charlie! What the hell? Do you want
Corey, just look for the fucking drugs while I'm busy with the fucking suspect, okay? So, Warren, filthy things like you drive me nuts. 'Cause you think that we'll never catch up with you. You think the police can't do anything. You think we just rescue cats from trees and help old ladies carry
They
their
think
bags up to
that
the
I
porch.
have
You
that
think,
I
you
am a
believe,
gang leader, Adam. That's
you
why
really,
they think I'm
really
one of the gang
believe
leaders
that we'll
I
never
have
get to
drugs
you.
in this house.
So you don't even have
So
to
he's
try.
interrogating me for the drugs.
You taking good
but
care
I
of the
didn't know
goods
that
here,
there was
Warren?
drugs in the
You
same
ready
house.
for us here, Warren?
I
Just
rented
waiting in
it.
ambush, Warren? You did fucking nothing, Warren! Fucking nothing! Because you thought we'd never come. But here I am,
Well,
Warren.
also, my
here
name's
I
Jeff
am.
Wood, but I changed
What
my
are you
name
gonna do
to
now,
Warren
Warren?
Nash.
What's the big plan, Warren?
Hey, I think I found something.
You hear that, Warren? He found something. Next time, hide it better.
Well, this looks like 27 keys of heroin to you?
I would say there's somewhere between 26 and 28 keys.
Well, that sounds like 27, right?
Yep. Yep, looks like 27. So what are we thinking here? You load it up in the car and I'll pack up the old man. And any of this other junk we might need.
I'd like, I really need to talk to the sheriff as soon as possible.
I'm Sheriff Reed. You can talk all you like, but if I were you, I'd wait for my lawyer, Mr. Nash.
I don't, you said you're the sheriff?
That's what I said.
No, I'm just, are you Sharpwood, Sheriff?
I'm the sheriff.
You could, do you have the authority to...
Look, I'm wearing a shiny star on my chest. I'm sitting here in the middle of the night, and even though I'm exhausted, I'm poring over murder files that no one else wants to bother with. So yeah, I'm the sheriff. I may not be used to all this, and I'm not sure I ever will be, but I don't have another sheriff for you, Mr. Nash. You might as well accept it.
Listen, Sheriff. Sheriff Reed, right? Great, Sheriff Reed. I need to talk to the sheriff, and you're the sheriff, so it's even better. I mean, older sheriffs sometimes. Well, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that. I just want to say that there's been a mistake, and I want to help you out here because there
was a huge batch of cocaine hiding in your house. You want me to believe you didn't know anything about it?
I rent that house. Only lived there a couple of weeks, and you know all that, right? It's easy to check, huh? Yeah, it's but that's not important. It's not that I'm trying. Listen, Sheriff Reed, you have to listen to me very carefully. I'm a policeman, just like you know?
Oh. So you must be undercover. Is that it, Mr. Nash?
No, it's much more complicated than that. My name isn't Warren Nash.
Yeah, I already knew that. Your fake documents are so bad they practically fell apart in my hands.
If you let me explain, would you like to see my real document, Sheriff? Look, that humidor, you see it?
What?
That little box, the little wooden box on the table, see? Looks like a jewelry box?
It's locked. We'll crack it open in the morning.
Wouldn't you rather open it now? Please, Sheriff Reed, let's open it now, and I'll try to explain everything. I'm in a very difficult situation, and I'm asking you to listen to me. Just open the box, and you'll find my passport in there, my real passport. My name's Jack Boyd. The documents that say I'm Warren Nash, I bought them for $90 at the rail station. Please, just open the box and I'll explain everything, please.
You say you were a cop, huh?
Yes. I was a cop. I was the chief of police, just like you. Look, it's a very long and complicated story, but I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding. And the fact that I've gone into hiding here, the fact that I'm here at all, it's an injustice that I want to correct. And I'm asking you to help me. Sheriff Reed, let's talk. I'm begging you. Sheriff Reed, let me...
Do you even know what you've been accused of, Mr. Boyd?
Let's just say I don't know if you know what happened in Freeburg last winter, but it had nothing to do with the law or justice. I was used.
You do understand that I have to report you to the feds, right, Mr. Boyd?
Sheriff Reed, if you do this, you just continue this. I believe that cops should help each other, so I just want to say... You seem like the kind of person
We've known each other for 5 minutes, Mr. Boyd. I doubt very much that I've made any impression on you at all. Whatever you've got yourself mixed up in, I hope that
you find justice, if that's really what you want. But for now, all I know is this. You're a criminal, and they're looking for you.
Your folder. Your folder. That's a case file. Can I see it?
Excuse me?
I worked as a detective for years. Even when I was chief, I did half of my detective's work. If
Honestly,
you're having trouble
it's funny
with the
because it's
case,
so
I'm sure I
true.
can help. Cops should
I
help
literally
each
put
other.
everything together, but
My
their job
exact
is to put
words,
everything
right?
together. Be like, oh yeah, this is
You
the guy.
think
This is him.
you think that I'm
Listen, Sheriff Reed, what do you have to lose? You're the head of this police department. You've got to think rationally. I'm not trying to teach you how to do your work. I'm just for a minute, forget about all that, this whole awkward situation, okay? Right? You have an unsolved murder, and there's someone standing right in front of you who's offering to help. Maybe I'm an imposter, and I can't actually do anything. Maybe I'll even turn out to be a lunatic, scatter the file around the cell and dance around like a wild monkey. But maybe, just maybe, I really am an experienced cop who can help you find your killer. Don't you want that? Don't you want to give me a chance since you've got nothing to lose? Don't you want a real criminal in prison, not some sorry victim of circumstance like me? That's police work. Catching the real criminals, right?
I guess I'm going crazy.
Honestly, with all the things that's happening right now, yeah, no, she's crazy. But anyways. Alright. So we're gonna do... So I already know the answer to this, but we're gonna do this. So... Dismembered corpse of Bob Finnegan was found on a display shelf in the meat department. We have two suspects. Man in a wrestling mask and the victim's wife. This is what the victim's wife claimed. I was at the neighbor's bar some salt. I heard on their TV that there was some crazy maniacs started killing in Ripton. Rather, this word in Ripton. Journalists nicknamed him the Wrestler because he wears a wrestling mask. I usually don't pay any attention to the news, but this time I remember because as I was leaving, I noticed a Latino man in the street with a big sports bag, and he was just taking off a mask. I got home and there was blood everywhere, and Bob is nowhere to be found. I think that maniac came all the way out here from Ripton. Oh no, so we're not in Ripton. Okay, my bad. My bad, guys. Oh my god, why is there so much reading? I gotta go take a piss. That evening, Ruth came over to borrow some salt. It's funny, she works at the grocery store, but she's always missing something. She sat at my place for a while and then said that she was going back to make dinner for Bob. I don't know how she put up with him, a typical man who has walked around in a stupid t-shirt, spent the whole day staring at the TV and yelling for Ruth to bring him another Frosty. Went to visit often enough, and it was always the same thing. Recently, Ruth decided to try being a vegetarian. She read in the magazine that'll make you live an extra 10 years, plus you get to lose a few pounds. So, she started cooking without meat, beginning with vegetable soup. Thought she surprised Bob, but when he came home from work, he was yelling, "What the F is this? Without the meat? I live next door, I could hear everything." They almost got into a fight. Bathroom is covered in blood. Looks like this is where the victim's corpse was butchered. His body parts were neatly laid out on the counter as if it was a display set for all to see. Garbage bag with traces of blood inside. Victim's was cut in a single confident motion. Death came almost instant. There's no sign of struggle on the body. The corpse was dismembered after death. Then I'm gonna go to bed. I have work in the morning. You're good. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do probably a couple more of these. Like, get the beginning going till they said an hour, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I'll be real. Just because my throat is just killing me for whatever reason. When I started, like, my throat started to hurt. I was like, God, why? Alright, so this is the argument that they had about veggie soup. Pulls up with him at a knife. Slices his throat. This and this. Bob Finnegan's wife, she killed her husband to escape her unhappy marriage. The last straw was criticism of her soup. Ruth decided to kill her husband, make it look like as the maniac knows the wrestler did it. Wrestler's too far. They had a whole fight about it a while ago. And she knows the grocery store by hand, basically. To, like, set it up neatly like that. Alright, I'm gonna go take a piss.
Look.
BRBs.
Lily here. Come in.
Can you grab the box of flashbang grenades and get over here? There's no time to lose. Lily!
Copy. I'm on my way.
So?
I'm not seeing anything.
Lily, it's time.
Yes, just let me look at the plan.
Lily, we've got everything covered.
Gale, I need to take a look at the plan. Gale, the plan?
Lily, do you want to look at the plan or do you want to change the plan?
I need to see the plan before I decide whether I need to change it. Gale?
Alright, so this is where we think the neckties are. Yeah, necktie and base assault. Bandon, Linden, Scran Complex. Things to do: interrogate the necktie, get all information available, outfit the design for the strike team. Again, this is something we're going to do later. We're going to have to do it kind of like this. We have this kind of set up. I know we get some of these cops later in the game, but not all of them.
You should have taken him to Canaan right away. Yes, let's get him over here. Someone needs to go get Canaan. Does anyone know Canaan lives? Jesse, grab that blue bag over there. Bring it over here. I'll call him. Bring me that bag. I'll call Canaan. The bag, Jesse.
Jesus, Jesse, we don't have time for that. Bring me that bag.
No, come on.
Lily, put pressure here. Press there and don't let him. Make it? You think he'll make it?
We need to put something under his head.
He's dead, Lily. Lily, he's dead. Gale's dead.
Now you can call Canaan.
What was his name? I mean the deceased officer. What's his name?
Gale Greenberg.
Were you close?
No, but... No. We went to school together.
Sheriff Reed,
Sheriff Reed. Ha! Sheriff Reed. If my dad could hear you say that, he'd died of laughter. He'd laugh like a madman, choke on his favorite meatballs even. Sheriff Reed. Call me Lily. My aunt lived in Freeburg. She sold flowers. Had her own store, a little shop. My mother and I used to visit during the summer. You have warm summers there. Warmer than here.
Anywhere's warmer than here.
So, what happened in Freeburg? Mr. Boyd?
That's a very... I'm sorry. Forgive me, Lily. I begged you for a chance to tell you everything, and now I don't know where to start.
You were slandered?
You could say that.
So you aren't guilty of anything?
I'm plenty guilty, but not what I've been accused of. I was just a fool. A blind fool.
You're right, Mr. Boyd.
I'm sorry?
The sheriff's job is to think rationally. I figured I might be a shit cop, but at least I can think rationally. Now I'm not so sure.
Lily, listen to me. You aren't guilty of anything. I've been a police chief going on 13 years, and I can't say that let's just say it's a difficult job. It gets complicated. And to put you in this position, it was, I just want to say
Don't
that...
be shy, Mr. Boyd. I don't make much of a sheriff. Is that what you wanted to say? Because I completely agree with you.
Lily, listen to me. I'm a policeman. Whatever position I'm in now, whatever this is, whatever my official status, I'm still a policeman. I'm a policeman and I know how to do this job. And I will help you. Cops should help each other. Isn't that what we were talking about earlier? Don't you agree with me?
What was it you said, Mr. Boyd? Maybe you're an imposter, maybe you're crazy, but maybe you... honestly, I don't even know if I...
Lily, why are you pointing that gun at me? Can I get out of this cage? Lily?
Yes, Mr. Boyd. Yes, you can get out of the cage.
You want me to... Well, I guess I'm asking. You want me to get to work? What is it you want me to do exactly?
You can get some sleep in the break room. It's over there to the left, the dark green door. I'll still be here in the morning, and in the morning we... Well, we'll figure this out. Tomorrow you can gather up your things, Mr. Boyd.
Yes, I just... this letter, I'd like to send it as soon as possible. This, it's for my children. It's important.
I can mail it for you. I don't mind. I've got a letter to mail myself.
Lily, I wanted
What?
to...
You want to know if I'm going to call the feds? No, I won't call the feds. Do I realize that means I'm breaking the law? Yeah, I know. Do I understand that you could make a run for it at any time? Yeah, I know that too.
I'll see you in the morning.
I think we can do a quick day shift. And then we'll hit over an hour. Yeah.
Any other questions?
So how long you been working undercover?
Since February.
So you're like our new sheriff now, huh?
Mr. Nash will partly take over management of the department. Some of you will now be his subordinates. Bad news, Cliff. I'm still the sheriff. Well, if you understand everything and there's no more questions, then let's...
Wait, I have a question. When are we going to take that thing down?
I meant questions for Mr. Nash.
Then I have a question for Mr. Nash. Mr. Nash, when are we going to take that thing down?
When are we taking that thing down?
We're not taking it down.
Sorry, bud. Looks like it's staying up.
That's enough. Everybody back to work. It was Sheriff Wells who hung that tapestry here. He said he made me his first deputy because I was the only one who understood what it says.
Well, Now there's two of us.
Alright, anyway, sorry about that. I drink too much, I don't think I can hold it together. Figure it out. Mr. Nash, I'm so glad to be on your team. Finally, we can get down to some proper police work under the leadership of a real man. I'm ready to give it 100%, but there's one thing I need to go do with the guys from my funk man. I hate this guy so much. Can't cancel. These are the boys. And those are temporary setup. You'll know these people really well after I end stream, and then we'll have another episode where I'll like talk more about them because no one else has really came in. Parked his truck sideways, blocking several cars when the owner of the other cars asked him to move. The man climbed onto the roof of his truck and ordered the dogs beneath him to shut their yaps. These two. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, that gets a little bit extra, but again, I'm going to talk about a little bit more about this later. So we're here for the VOD. I'm sorry, I want to tell you about these guys, but I want to start a stream so that you guys can see, like, you know, these people in action. And see, like, you know, their quirks and, like, what I like about them, or dislike about them. I swear, this guy you only bring him for, like, one thing. I'm gonna consistently complain about that, too.
516 complete.
Shoot him with a pistol. Or not a pistol, a taser. Go for intelligence. Attempted robbery. Let's do it like... Oh yeah. She doesn't want to work with anyone that's beneath her or women that's beneath her. But she'll get a bonus if you send her out with a woman. Send those three out. Gonna convince her. And then every 50, they get a new skill point. So boost up shooting. I explain more like why some people have hats, some people don't. Again, that's a future me thing. Send her out again. Send him out on this one. And him. And we can do that 4. The problem with him is that he doesn't work. Again, I'll explain, I'll over-explain that way too much because I just absolutely despise him. He'll do like one job and be like, I'm sorry, Nash, I'm tired. I don't want to go out no more. Alright, order him to surrender. Just offer it. I'm raw for it, but I'm using her way too much. I don't care. And we ended the day. And unlike the police, like the first one, first we get these. Then we can hire cops. So I got McGuire, stun grenade, taser cartridge. We buy items, we buy stuff like that. We call in people. They can come in almost every single day except these ones because they don't respect us. So they don't want to work every day. We can't force them to. These guys will get a little bit more tired every day that they come in. They might start drinking. All depends. That's where we're going to end today's episode. because I have stuff to do tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. Like, sub, all that fun stuff. See you guys when I see you guys. Thanks again for watching.